Hello there, it's me, Godzilla, and today I'm going to review a very fun movie, Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. Dun dun dun. Now, to start off with, this is mundane. Yes, it's a mundane movie. However, it's also very fun. And I'll explain. The plot is that a few guys are lost at sea with a stolen yacht, and they end up being trapped on an island that's run by terrorists, creating nuclear weapons. And they have slaves from Infant Island, where Mothra comes from. And they also have at their disposal a giant shrimp and a giant condor, which is a bird. They also have their own little military on their island, so that's pretty much it. Now, so this movie's it seems like kind of like a secret agent movie, because there's a lot of battle against the terrorist military, and there's actually more humans than Godzilla in it actually. But at the same time, it may not be the best Godzilla movie, but it's very fun actually. And people always complain that Godzilla arrives such late time in the movie, but he's actually there for 2/3 of the movie, so I don't see the complaints being justified. And he does appear in a good amount of time. Admittedly, he does show up in earlier times in other movies, but this one, there's really nothing to complain about. Now, as for his enemy, the giant shrimp known as Ebirah, well, yeah, compared to Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla, Gigan, Hedorah, Megalon, and the monsters that are related to Godzilla by blood, yeah, compare them to Ebirah, and Ebirah is pretty much what he is, a shrimp. However, I actually like that idea, mainly because Godzilla is always fighting powerful enemies like Ghidorah and Gigan. So why can't he fight like an average monster? Even Gabara is more dangerous than Ebirah. So Ebirah is actually a good monster to face, for Godzilla to face. And yeah, just think of Ebirah as one of the minor villains, which he actually is. Okay, let's say Godzilla is Spider-Man, and King Ghidorah is the Green Goblin. Ebirah will most likely fit as Hydro Man, kind of, because he is well known, but he is not as praised as much as Sandman and Dr. Octopus and etc. So that's Ebirah. He's a minor villain, but he's not that bad. He's actually pretty good as a villain. Why? For one thing, his pincers. Yeah, they may not be the most dangerous weapons, but they can still pretty much crush Godzilla's arm. Luckily, Godzilla is strong enough to resist it, but you get the idea. Also, Ebirah has an exoskeleton that's pretty damn hard. Unless Godzilla uses his atomic breath, that shell ain't gonna go off. And for ranged attacks, Ebirah just throws rocks and starts a game of volleyball. Yeah, it's pretty dumb, but it's still fun. So yeah, he may not be the most powerful villain, but he's a decent villain. And personally, I prefer having him in future Godzilla movies. Yeah, I still want Ghidorah, but Ebirah is a good villain. Even if he makes a small cameo in the next future Godzilla movies, I'll be happy. Now, for the secondary minor villain, the giant condor, which has been named Ukandaru, I believe. Yeah, this guy comes out of nowhere. Yeah, he just pops out of nowhere and starts attacking Godzilla. And people keep saying that this battle is like one of the worst battles because you can't see anything, and that's true. However, the fact that the giant condor attacks Godzilla is actually pretty damn hilarious, because he just pops out of nowhere. So yeah, he may not be the best villain either, but it's more of a fun villain. that Godzilla just roasts a turkey. That's pretty much it. Now, as for the humans, well, they're actually very interesting, and you actually do root for them. Personally, I prefer these kinds of human characters. One that are adventurous, heroic, and pretty much just are the reason why Godzilla awakens. Yeah, adapting from King Kong, which this movie was meant to be for, they awaken Godzilla by using lightning, and awakening him with a sword that gets struck by lightning, has the wires come down and hit Godzilla. Yep. It sounds pretty damn badass in my opinion. Now, the humans, as I said, they're likable, and I actually really do root for them. And although Godzilla may not appear as much, the humans do keep you interested. And the plot itself is actually pretty good. It may not be the most original plot, but it's good. And as for the Red Bamboo, as for human villains, the Red Bamboo is pretty damn awesome. They're incredible human villains. And I kind of wish they would have been the main human villains of the series. But, you know, oh well. Also, the actor that plays Daisuke Serizawa from the first Godzilla movie, he makes a cameo here as a one-eyed terrorist leader. Yeah, ironic, isn't it? But really, it's all great. The movie itself is fantastic. The music sounds like Hawaiian music, which kind of makes sense. This is on an island, and there's moments where it does sound like a James Bond music, but that's all in good fun. Yeah, so the music is pretty fun. The action sequences, yeah, they may not be the best action sequences, but they're pretty good. One last thing to say is Mothra's cameo. Yeah, she makes a cameo in the movie. And while her role is basically just to like save the people from the exploding island, spoilers. Yeah, she has like a brief scuffle with Godzilla. And it's kind of good. Yeah. She may not be in the movie as much, but her cameo is pretty fun to watch. So overall, I give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. The one star that I don't give is mainly because there's not enough action between Godzilla and Ebirah. Granted, he's a giant shrimp, but still, they could have done something better. But overall, the battle itself was pretty good. They had 2 battles, twice. Yeah, 2 battles. So, that's something. So overall, the action was decent. The monsters may be mundane, but they're good. They're good minor villains. Mothra's cameo was fantastic and fun. The humans are very likable, and Godzilla is always a badass. So, 4 out of 5 stars. I personally only recommend it to those who actually have time to watch a movie and just eat chips. The best I can say about this is that this movie is junk food music. Junk food movie. Pardon my tongue. This is a junk food movie. It's where you just watch movies and just eat junk food. So this is a fun movie, in my opinion. Well, like I said, 4 out of 5 stars, and well, for anyone who likes the movie, enjoy the movie, have fun. Godzilla, signing out. Right, 2 last notes. 1. Deo, the human native from Infant Island. Godzilla has a strange crush on her, which is kind of curious to see. A giant monster having a crush on a human woman? Yeah, King Kong did it, so yeah, Godzilla does it in this movie. And it's kind of cute, actually. It's pretty fun. Yeah, it's really funny, actually. But yeah, it is an interesting concept. One last thing is that Godzilla's costume. Yeah, just like the angry video game nerd once said, he kind of does look like the Cookie Monster, but it's still Godzilla. So there you go. Now have a good day, night, adios.